What? We're on live now, so I don't want you to say anything that you're going to... Yeah, I know, okay. It just suddenly happened, and here we are, live on TV. I have the guys from Winger here. Welcome.
Thank you. We're happy to be here.
I know you're so shocked. I'm sorry.
We're on live.
This is the way it is. This is what happens. This is MuchMusic.
Oh, okay.
You're having fun, and then we catch you in the moment.
Oh.
Doing a little country riff, and suddenly here you are.
We don't do that often. Yeah, country riffs.
Country's taking over.
So you've come in here, and apparently, Ken, your record, we said they're just a little tired.
No, we just rolled off the bus.
Yeah.
So where did you bus in from?
Michigan.
Detroit.
Detroit,
We
yeah.
played Detroit last night, and we got here about an hour ago.
So what happens? You do a show, and then you hang out, talk to your fans. You get on the bus around what time?
Sometimes it's like 4:30.
In the morning?
Yeah, we'll play at midnight.
It depends. Like last night we played a theater, so it was a little bit earlier. But we're doing theaters and clubs. So when we do clubs, they usually start very late. And we don't even get on the bus to leave until 3 or 4.
And so then the deal is you have to sleep on the bus.
Yeah, drive to the next town.
And then start doing interviews almost first thing in the morning.
Hello. No problem.
That's why I have this.
Yes.
My cup of coffee.
Yeah. We're surrounded by good coffee around here, MuchMusic. It's very, very important. I just find it so interesting that you're really big in America. In Canada, you have a lot of fans, but it hasn't caught on the same way. And I just wondered if you sort of talked to a record company or really wondered why that was.
It just, it varies different places. We're very big in Japan, and we're not big in Mexico. I don't know, I guess people just are into different things around the country. We have, actually, I've had some of my most musical conversations with some fans in Canada.
Really?
Like, we played here when we were on tour with Kiss and Slaughter, and this guy came up to me, and he was asking me about, the second bar in the second verse of the fourth cut on my
Rainbow
second
in the
record.
Rose,
just asking me every detail, so.
Do you enjoy questions like that?
I love that. That's what we write for, because we're very musician-oriented, I think that's the big misunderstanding about our band, is we are primarily just 4 musicians that got together and wanted to write really good songs and make good records and kind of not be into the whole image thing, but.
Well, how did that happen? How did people get that misconception?
Probably because from videos. I think videos make music something visual rather than something audible. But we're happy to be here.
Well, you've been playing live, so that's good. A little bit of country music for us.
No, videos, there's that Tool video, man. That is really cool.
And they never appeared in it.
So they can help songs, but they can also do different things.
It's weird, in our videos, they hire people that say, all right, now you got to wear this leather jacket, and they make all these clothes for us and everything, and
the band makes Reb wear it all. So he's got 4 leather jackets.
Yeah, so now, we just kind of said, forget it to all that stuff. We just wear whatever we happen to be wearing that day. And,
do you think that it works against you that you're a nice-looking gentleman?
Well, thank you.
Well, I don't consider
What are you doing later? No.
Yeah, it didn't help, I guess.
Honestly, yeah, it really doesn't help.
Because we're not ugly, I guess, and it didn't help. And we never get into trouble.
I'm gonna get a nose job, like this.
To make it worse.
We need to get into some kind of. We need to go to jail for a couple days or something.
I was in jail just the other day.
Please talk about that.
No,
We're open
I
here.
wasn't. Our truck driver was in jail.
Truck driver was in jail.
We had to
What's
bail
her
him
name?
out. What's her name? Bob.
Why is Bob in jail?
Bob got pulled over by a very mean policeman. He badmouthed the policeman.
And they hassled him, yeah.
How very rock and roll. That's good. Was he driving your bus?
Yeah, all our truck with everything in it.
Yeah.
We had to bail him out.
Our equipment was impounded for a while, so we were worried about not doing the gig. But that's about the most trouble we've ever gotten into.
On this tour.
Yeah.
Well, I remember Motley Crue said about you guys that you were the Betty Ford bunch.
No, that was me. They were talking about me.
Oh, just you?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not you. You don't fit in there.
Reb's beer clock goes off at 3 o'clock every day.
It used to be 7 o'clock. Yeah.
They were
I
talking
just have to drink.
But they were talking about the fact that you guys were really relatively straight-laced as far as rock and roll goes.
Motley Crue was saying that?
Yeah, about you.
Gee, I don't know whether to thank them or...
Thanks,
the thing is, like I say, we're very misunderstood. We concentrate on musicianship. Our drummer was a founding member of the Dixie Dregs, and I was in Alice Cooper's band, and Reb was doing a lot of sessions in New York for a lot of major artists, and we put this band together because we wanted to have a band that did, you know, really good songwriting, and that's really what we're all about.
Play a really good song for us now. Oh,
No.
I guess you can't do that one. Okay.
I can't do that.
No,
Next.
we came up with a version for this song that was on our second album, Can't Get Enough, that's kind of,
It's just fun.
it's just funky.
It's,
So we'll play
it's
it
the
if you
blues.
want to hear it.
I like the blues.
Great.
Are we in tune?
Not really.
Yesterday, all my troubles. Ready?
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
You don't make it easy, you never keep it straight, but you're so damn sexy, I can't keep away. I need your love, I need your skin, I need you, baby, to let me in. I can't get enough of you, baby, I can't get enough, I can't get enough, I'm still hungry. Baby, give it up. Baby, give it up. It's alright. It feels good when I'm in your chains. It's understood that you're my owner, my only will. Come get me while I'm quiet and still. I can't get enough of you, baby. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. I'm still hungry. Baby, give it up. Baby, give it up. Can't get enough of you, baby. I can't get enough of you, baby. Never enough. I can't get enough. Never enough. It's alright, it feels good when I'm in your chains. It's understood. My soul confession, devils do. Come and get me, girl. It's up to you. I can't get enough of you, baby. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. I'm still hungry. Baby, give it up. Baby, give it up. Can't get enough of you, baby. I can't get enough. I'm still hungry. Baby, give it up. Baby, give it up. I can't get enough.
Great. Woo!
Ooh, good one. Hey, we're still on.
You're still on live, and I want to ask you another question about the art of songwriting. It surprises me that you guys even write words, that you're so musical. You almost could be just an instrumental-based band.
He writes the words. He's the lyric guy.
I write words by default because no one else in the band is up for it. So, actually, the words on our third album, those are by far the ones I've worked on the most. They're by far our best, like, you know, all-around tunes, musically and lyrically.
You mean our new album?
Yeah, a new album called Pull.
Yeah, little plug there.
So,
Pull. See,
why-
we knew everyone in the industry was waiting for us to come out with a record so they could all go pull. See,
That's really why we called it that.
it's a
that
little
was my
inside
explanation,
joke.
But I'd like to know why you think this is the best written, or why it became the best written. What happened to you over the last few years that encouraged you to write better?
We sat down to write for the third album, and we wrote 4 or 5 songs, and we felt like we were just not covering anything new. It was kind of throwbacks from our first 2 records, and we wanted to kind of move on forward. And to me, lyrics are the thing that can make something timeless or not. So I spent 3 or 4 months on each lyric, you know, and some are better than others, but there's a few on there that we're really proud of.
3 or 4 months on each lyric?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
You just, you work on it a little while, and then you put it away and come back to it and put it away and come back to it and put it away and come back to it. I mean, I had very definite ideas about how I wanted them to shape up. You know, there's songs like In for the Kill and Who's the One and Blind Revolution Mad. It's not easy to talk about things that are going on in the world in a, you know, in a non-preachy way, or, you know, just kind of statements about what's going on, that it's not trying to sound like you know too much or be too preachy. It's a very fine line. So I wanted to, you know, there's no lines in there. A lot of it has double and triple meanings, and there's a lot of different stuff in there.
Would it stand up as poetry?
I think so, yeah.
Oh,
Some of
that's
it,
good.
yeah. About maybe half of it.
Now let's talk about your your skill with guitar. You have an instructional video out?
Yeah. It's just everything that I do in one video, and
So-
explains how to do it. And I like to do jazz fusion music. It's kind of jazz fused with rock. I do that on the side, you know, and that's all in the video. All of my kind of fusion-y
So
guitar
what kind
music.
of things do you, what are some of the basics that people should know, that a lot of people who play guitar that are pretty good, but there's some basics that they just don't clue into? What are some of your recommendations?
One thing that's good is to learn on acoustic guitar. I learned on acoustic, and if you learn the basic chords on an acoustic and then you go to electric to play them, it's a lot easier, and you don't you know, learn Yngwie licks. Like the first thing, I've met guys that are just great players, but they can't play a 12-bar blues, but they can play really fast. You know, and they'll jam over a 12-bar blues, like, instead of like that, they'll go, you know, and the whole solo will be totally fast, you know, and the whole thing is, you gotta like have some feel. You know, kind of, you have to feel like you're on a porch step or something, you know.
Let's play some video. You guys can keep on playing and have some fun here. We'll take a look at some Winger music. We'll be back with more
I
Winger
can't stop
Live.
my leg.
Start me after the guys from Winger here. And we're just chatting. I think it's so interesting what you were telling me. I'm only going to tell a little bit of it.
Good.
But I think it's very interesting that you were saying that to a certain degree you feel that the music industry isn't behind you. And I want to ask you, what are you doing to change that?
Well, we're not really, all I mean is that, like, we get picked on more than other bands, you know, like things like, I don't know, Chris Robinson singled me out a long time ago, and you know, I'm not like him, man, and you know, Lars from Metallica, you know, like a lot of people single us out as like,
Even Beavis and Butthead.
you know, the wimpy band, and like, it's a real irony because we're very musician-oriented, and we can outplay and outsing most of those bands, you know, so.
So where did it come from?
I don't know.
Not
Maybe-
that it's a, you know, it's not like a,
I don't know. I guess that just happens to people.
You know what? You
not a competition,
You did the
you know.
Playgirl thing that we're not going to show on the air, but you did do it, and that must have been really not a good thing.
so
I
did
think-
Jackal.
You know what? That went pretty unnoticed.
There you go.
But you
know
know,
their music?
yeah, I mean, he was naked. All I did was I was in a suit, and I was like, hey.
Yeah, but
you know.
but then people go, well, then he's just a pretty boy.
I don't know. I mean, I thought that was going to be a lot worse than it was, and Atlantic Records put that out, and I was like totally. What happened was there was a shoot. Playgirl said, okay, we'll give you approval, but they never did. They just put it out, and I would have never put that out. I was just in a suit, so
Yeah.
who cares, you know? But maybe that had something to do with it. But I thought that went pretty unnoticed. Like nobody ever said anything to me about it.
I think that what's very interesting about both of you is that because you are trained musicians, classically trained, Juilliard.
I studied from a comp teacher who was one of the composition teachers there. Yeah,
Like
I didn't
that's-
actually go to
That's
school.
pretty impressive, both of you. And the fact that you have danced, you've studied dance for years and years. How does that affect you now as Kip the rock star? The fact that you have ballet training and that you have classical musical training.
Like I say, I mean, the rock star thing, I mean, we just totally don't connect with that. And, you know, Reb and I met in a session in New York. I was doing a session for Arif Mardin playing bass, and he was doing a thing with Fiona playing all the sessions for a guy named Beau Hill, who was a big producer for a while. And like our whole thing has been music and songwriting. So when we made it, it was a total accident. Atlantic didn't even want to sign us. We got signed because Beau was like, sign these guys. They didn't want to do it.
They turned us down twice.
Millions of times. Everyone turned us down. And then all of a sudden, our first album did a couple million, and bang, you know, we're heroes, and everybody turns around and goes, we knew you had it all along. But I don't feel like they ever really got what we did. And then the second album did very well, and it just, you know, we don't like go, hey, we're rock stars. You know, we hang out after our gigs with the fans, and we are into writing for people who connect with what we do, you know, and if you don't connect with it, that's totally fine.
I'm going to ask you to play another song, because this song, we're going to play Who's the One. We're going to do something kind of interesting. We're going to roll the video while you guys play it, because the video is very, very cool.
Thanks.
And I think it illustrates what you're trying to say in the song.
Speaking of taking control, this is a video that my friend of 22 years and myself directed. That we were tired of video directors, you know, who, there's no mystery to making a video. For all you young aspiring bands out there, you know, there's not that much to it. And most video directors are going to want to spend all your money and make a video they can put on their reel so they can go get a motion picture gig.
It looks like a Pepsi commercial, you know.
And this is the first time we actually grabbed the camera and said, okay, we're making this video ourselves, and this is exactly what we want to say, unedited, pure from the band to the video, and this is
Just one camera, just walking around with a camera.
Not an inexpensive video.
Extremely.
Really?
Yeah, we just shot it in a day.
It was, you know, most videos you'll spend $100 grand on. This was 20.
Good for you. Good for you. All right, we're going to play the video.
And Reb paid for it.
How nice of you. Out of your commission from your instructional
What I
video?
made from the instructional video, yeah.
So why don't you count down our tape, and we'll...
Oh, is he pushing play? Okay,
yeah, he's going to
1,
press play.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
When the colors all begin to fade and the imitation turns to gray, when the Iron Man begins to rust and the holy water turns to dust, what would be your savior now, dragging on the sheet? And who will wear the crown of thorns in Mother Nature's dream? And who's the one who claimed my liberty, robbed my soul of freedom? And how long must I put up with the unholy sound of your gun? Tell me, brother. When the believers start to lose the faith and the naked army falls from grace, when all extremes return to one, double tongue. Who's the one who claimed my liberty, robbed my soul of freedom? And how long must I put up with the unholy sound of your gun? Tell me, brother.
Where did you get all those cool sayings in the video?
My friend researched some quotes that we were trying to like show that history continues to repeat itself, and you know, he researched it in some different books. And
very cool.
Thanks.
So you're playing tonight live at RPM.
And my voice won't sound like that tonight.
It'll be a little more
little
warmed
bus
up.
voice there.
And let's show the CD. Get ready. Get your guns ready. Pull. Throw it up.
it could also mean pull my finger.
Oh, like your uncle does, right?
Right.
Yeah, good. Okay, well, we're going to thank you very much for dropping by.
Thank you.
We have a lot more coming up in, what's that? Oh, they want you to play, would you play some more for our crew?
Little blues.
All right, little
E,
blues.
2, 3, fall.
And we'll be back with more on Start Me Up, so please don't go away.